Bro, he always looked out for me for a minute.
I'll never forget that call.
Imagine?
I saw you on that derby thing, bro, with the
Fascinator.
Yeah, Fascinator.
Yeah.
You killed that shit. Like, yeah, you be having some prints. I know you gonna kill it. You be having some prints.
Mike's best dressed.
Man.
This year I went all out for it.
Okay.
Let me get a picture of y'all.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, let's get it. You know, right here in front, bro. Right here, Joey.
We gotta get the pic.
Yeah, we gotta get the. You know, both of them.
We out here stunting on. We get it. Hold on, let me tie my shoe. I gotta look clean with Z-Nyce.
Also, I need to get. Are you doing Rose Gala?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I got.
Rose Gala. Well, Rose Gala too.
I got Urban League.
Urban League.
And I got.
Talk to you about that.
Okay.
Well, Joey can get you. Nice.
Thank you.
Mike, send that to me.
I will. See ya.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for the candy.
Yep.
I get to eat it on Sunday.
On Sunday.
I gave up candy for Lent, bro.
Shoo.
And I'll be crushing candy. Mike just brought me candy for Easter.
Damn.
I'll see you guys.
All right. We good.
K-Dog just left too.
He did.
Yeah, he had to stop by. He keeps all of his sound equipment here in my warehouse. Got some seatbelts?
Yep, so I sure
I'm
do.
gonna say this thing's old, but
Yeah, it's old as dirt, but you definitely need safety.
how long you had this, bro?
I've had this. This used to be Jay's, bro.
No way.
So I had a Monte Carlo that I really, really loved, and I just wanted the rims. So you got, oh, it's the wrong one. Hold on. There you go. They got the middle seat belt, bro. This is like throwback. Here you go.
We Gucci.
And then you
Seatbelt's older
is
than
that
me.
the one?
Yeah, that's fine. That works. Yeah,
Let me
that's
see.
good.
No, that ain't it. Is it in there? It's this one. So you got to pull it all the way across, redo it.
I think it goes in. That's fine. We Gucci.
Yeah.
What year is this car, bro?
That's 72.
This is older than me.
Man, bro.
I was born in 79.
72 Delta 88.
Let me put my phone on silent. Cause it's derby time, bro. You know my shit's gonna be popping.
Crazy. Oh, man, let me put mine on
Bro,
too.
this is dope, bro. I love it. Right, because you know, it's funny that the concept you were talking about, I've seen that.
Yeah.
And then Nappy went on the dudes with the music a couple weeks ago and I seen it.
Yes.
So when you posted, I was like, oh, I'm hitting Z-Nyce right now.
Yeah, and I'm glad you
right
did.
around Derby, bro. It's perfect timing.
Man, it is. And I saw it. I was like, actually DM dude a while back because I wanted to be on his show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, DM'd him, I ain't hear no answer, but everybody was going on there. And I've been had this car or whatever else, at least for like 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. This is my third year having it or whatever. So I was just like, hey, I might as well do it myself. But I got this camera in December, New Year's Eve, and I started to mess with it.
CD, whatever.
No, it's the 360.
Yeah, that's one. I just got Jaden the camera. I don't know. Which
Yeah,
one it was.
you get the Pocket Osmos and the Insta360.
That's why I think I got him something like that.
Man, I just got this, and the whole setup was probably like $650.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think it was right on
easy
Jake
work.
got.
Yeah, but you're able to get those videos that everybody got to where it's like, oh, the crowd reaction and all that other stuff. So I was just seeing it, but. Man, right here on TDT, Top Down Talks, installment number 2, man, I got none other than the infamous Joey Wagner in the building. Somebody that I really look up to. I love the way he moves. I love the way he shakes. I love how he's grown, not only as a businessman, but as a man himself. I don't know if you checked out his latest podcast that he's on. What's the name of that podcast? I'm sorry.
My boy Sam Stone. Man,
Yes.
I forget the name of
You
it.
can roll your window up over there. It's throwback. We're in the 72 Delta 88 Royale, so you got to actually roll the windows up.
Yo, this car's hard.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But we got Joey Wagner in the building, man. Joey, how you doing?
My man, Z-Nyce.
Man, bro.
Yeah, we've been kicking it for a long time, bro.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Earlier, before we start, he had a little backstory that he was telling Mike, the fashionable Mike.
Yeah.
Can you tell the people the story a little bit, man? It's just, you know, when you came across me as a DJ and how you helped me as a DJ. How you always continue to help.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for me, bro, you know, I've been doing events in Louisville for 25 years now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always have DJs wanting to reach out and get on our events and play music with us, etc. And I'll never forget Dakota Cook, my really good friend. He called me. Shout out to Dakota. He was like, man, I got this young up-and-coming DJ named Z-Nyce. Like, bro, he'll do whatever to get on your events, man.
Right.
He'll DJ for free. He just
lie.
wants to do those Jay Wagner group events. And we did, bro. We got connected, and that's when I had Prime Lounge on Main Street.
Yes.
We let you come rock in for a couple times for free, but then started breaking bread.
Yeah, definitely started breaking bread. So I got stories that I remember with Joey as well. He was the first person I seen, like what he was doing then, I'm kind of like doing now and wanted to do, but I always like admired from afar. That's what I like about you. So like it was one time it was like me, DJ Prism, DJ K-Dog, DJ Q, and that's when 50 Cent had his headphones.
Yeah.
Man, this man did a partnership with the headphone brand, got us all headphones. We got all like a photo shoot, and at that point in time, I'm just starting. So I'm like, what? How do you even do this? You see what I'm saying?
Man.
And I feel like one time I was in a booth with Vice.
Yeah.
Like randomly, I'm just chilling. I'm like, yo, he's like, yeah, Vice is up there. I'm like, I get a chance to DJ with DJ Vice. So again, I want to say thank you, man, for giving me those opportunities and let me see the vision early.
No doubt, bro. I mean, you know how it is, man. You've seen the hustle, you've seen the grind, and you know, I've always had that mentality to never let anybody outwork me, period.
Yeah.
You know, and I try to instill that in my team at J Wagner Group, my kids, my friends. Like, you want to be successful, you got to work as hard as you can and never give up on your dreams and your goals. And you know, I think for us, like, especially like, you know, some of the things you just talked about, like the Kentucky Derby, right?
Yes.
It's been a blessing for us to be able to do. It's my 25th Kentucky Derby coming up.
Ooh, 25.
Yeah, man. And we have worked really, really hard to, one, obviously put Louisville on the map with that special event.
And you all do.
I appreciate it. And, you know, and elevate Kentucky Derby on the track, off the track, connect people, network people, and bring them together. And, you know, obviously now what we're doing with, you know, still the big events at the Derby is trying to bring major brands, you know, like 50's headphones at the sad time when it was, or major DJs like a Diplo or a Vice or a Chainsmokers, and, you know, people like that can kind of elevate the atmosphere and the experience of the Derby. So yeah, man, like, always just try to continue to bring good people together and people that, you know, want to work as hard as we do. Because when you put people like that together, man, you make magic happen.
So one thing I want people to really understand is how long, like, what they say, the poor planning prevents proper, you know what I'm trying to say, you all. But when do you start preparing for Derby?
Man, it never stops. I mean, you know, as soon as Derby's over in a couple weeks, we're going to be right back at it.
Right.
You know, we're always continuing. How can we make Derby better? How can we level it up? How can we raise the bar? People don't understand, man. They see the glitz, the glam. They see all that at the Derby. But, you know, we have 14 events in 4 days this year, bro. And like
14 and 4, you all.
14 and 4, yeah. And so they don't see all the hard work behind the scenes and, you know, how hard my team goes and, you know, all the logistics and the organization and all of that. And, you know, we love it, man. That's why we do it. Like I said, Louisville, Kentucky is blessed to have the Kentucky Derby. I tell people this all the time. The Super Bowl, NBA All-Star Weekend, those events change cities every year. The Derby, it's never leaving.
It's right here.
Right? We're going to get to do it big every year.
So with that being said, if you're not capitalizing, you probably should capitalize because it's not going anywhere, man.
Yeah,
and
Derby changed my life, man.
So with that being said, Derby, I remember you also doing the U of L games, man, and hosting and all that other stuff. And which way do you feel like, first of all, I want to talk about your group. I'm sorry. The J Wagner Group. Who helps you? Who's your like A1, your point of contact person? You got 14 events. Give a shout out to somebody who's really working hard in your group, you know what I'm saying, that's really putting on.
Man, it's our whole team, bro.
Okay.
You know, we have 5, soon to be 6 full-time employees at J Wagner Group, but, you know, you're only as good as your team. So it's not just one single person, it's the whole team. But, you know, like Blair Johnson, she's like our VP.
Shout out to Blair.
Yeah, shout out to Blair. You know Blair. She's been with me the longest right now, and, you know, and she's really stepped up and, you know, like elevated everything she's done to where we can have an amazing team to pull off, you know, that many events in that many days.
So another thing I want to talk about is, what is your favorite event out of Derby? Hold on. Mr. Demery, so this is random. This is what happens on TDT Top Down Talks.
Yeah.
We got Mr. George Demery in the building. How you doing, Mr. Demery? Hey.
That's a legend OG
Yeah, that's a legend OG right there. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna have to get you on TDT. Hey, soon it's coming. Thank you. Yeah, we can swap.
I love that dude, man.
Man, definitely a good dude. So,
favorite event.
Man, shouts out to Mr. Jimmy, Mr. George Demery. But what I was gonna say, what's your favorite Derby event? Out of the 14 or something that you're like, man, I can't wait to go to this with my family, my wife, like, you know, my kid maybe potentially in a couple years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously going to the Derby is number one, right? Just going there with my whole, you know, my team, my family, my friends, that's always gonna be number one. But event-wise, definitely Sports Illustrated. You know, last year was our first year we ever did the Sports Illustrated party at the Derby. Shout out to the Authentic Brands Group out of New York. They're our business partner on the event. And, you know, I'll be honest, like I told this story a couple weeks ago. You know, last year I had Chainsmokers playing our Sports Illustrated party. And, you know, it was one of those like moments that I literally stood there in the middle of the event, bro, and just 360, you know, just looked around the room and was like, man, there's Travis Kelce, there's, you know, Alex Earl, there's Aaron Rodgers, there's all these influencers, celebrities, all these people, and I've got the Chainsmokers like performing on stage right now. That was like a really cool moment for us. Not to say that we made it, but because we've worked really hard to get to where we are, but it was like, that one was one that hit me a little bit different. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little emotional. It's like just to see how far we came, bro, because I was throwing my first derby party 25 years ago in a little small little room and like 50 people showed up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
I had 1,300 people or whatever we had come to the door last year. Like,
can you tell if it's an exclusive derby party guest that came and you were just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's here? Somebody that you was fanning over.
Michael Jordan.
Man, MJ.
Yeah,
I got on his shoes.
On that podcast, my boy Sam Stone.
Okay.
I told that
Check out Sam Stone, you are.
Yeah, I told that Michael Jordan story, bro. This is crazy. Like, we were at Felt Lounge down at 4th Street Live. This was probably over 10 years ago. And I've never seen a room or an event shut down when someone walked in. Like, when Michael Jordan walked in that back door, bro, the whole room just shut down. It just paused. I mean, bro, dudes were taking their Jordans off their feet and holding them up in the air. Vice was DJing.
Oh, man.
I had never seen that. But I mean, like, by far, Michael was the coolest. And the funny part of this story, it was like right when the smoking ban had just happened in bars where you couldn't smoke anymore.
Man, he loves a good cigar.
Oh, I'm telling you. So he comes up to me. He's like, yo, J-Dub. He was like, yo, can I smoke this cigar in the club? I'm like, bro, you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't care if we get caught.
Yeah.
Like, I will pay the fine for Michael Jordan to smoke this cigar. And then he was like, yo, you want to smoke one with me? I'm like, yes. You are Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You are the GOAT.
I would too.
So that was probably out of all my derbies.
Yeah. If it was one of his that he gave to you?
Probably my coolest thing ever to happen.
Man, thank you so much, Joey, for definitely putting up on TDT Top Down Talks. We're not done yet. I'm DJ Z-Nyce. But another thing that I want to talk about is I love how you do activations. You and your group do activations. I like that as well. You know, it's more to a party than just getting a venue, having some music, and an artist. You have to have an experience.
Yeah.
And it was a couple of derbies. I think it was me and DJ Through the Roof.
Yep.
Thank you. And shout out to Joey. Shout out to Through the Roof. That's where I started, you all. You know, definitely with him carrying his controller and his crates and all of that. We weren't crates, it was like turntables back then. But putting on those activations, man, do you really feel a sense of like, we did it when you're done?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, like, here's the deal. You know, when you have events and you want them to be successful, you got to have sponsors, right?
Yes.
Sponsors help make you money. That's how you profit in this business. So, being able to work with amazing brands and sponsors, you got to come up with cool outside the box activations. For 25 years, bro, and I say this when I speak all the time or whatever, but like, I think the average lifetime of a promoter is like 4 years, right?
True.
I'm on year 25.
Yeah.
And the reason is because I'm in the customer service world, right? Even though sometimes when the customer's not right, the customer's always right. And you got to make sure they have an amazing experience. So I've had the same philosophy as that when we create an event, we want to create an event that's different, it's outside the box, that the customer comes in, has an amazing experience, right? But when they leave, they had such a good time, they can't wait to come back to the next one.
Yeah.
And I think that we've kind of stayed on that blueprint, bro, for so long. Now, we've had to elevate the events, we've had to elevate the activations. But man, I'll tell you, this year Sports Illustrated, man, we have Amazon, we have Mini Cooper, we have Maker's Mark, Tito's, Celsius, we have, Velocity Black, we have Fry, we have Verizon. I mean, we have major global brands sponsoring our event this year. And that's just a true testament that hard work pays off. But it's been fun over the last 3 or 4 months that my team and I have gotten to work on these activations that we're going to do inside of the party, which is really going to elevate that Sports Illustrated party this year and hopefully make sure that people won't forget that event.
I don't think that they will, man. Definitely it's going to be the premier event of Derby 2025, 151. 150 was magical.
Yeah, it was
magical. It was just, I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, man, last year I had such a great Derby and all the things I got a chance to do. But this year, I always wanted to do something different, roll out different things and stuff like that. Right here on TDT Top Down Talks, a question that I like to ask, are you a car guy?
Yeah, I like cars.
All right. So if you had a chance to pick 3 cars that you like, one is your daily driver.
Okay.
One is something that you just study in, and then one is for the family.
Okay.
No particular order.
All right. Stunt.
Yeah.
G-Wagon.
Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
Everyday car.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a standard SUV. I have a Volkswagen Atlas right now.
Okay.
Shout out to Joey Craig and Landers.
Yes.
They take care of me on my car. That's like my everyday. But then also we have a work truck. I love me like a little good old pickup truck, man.
Yes.
It's good for my events, carrying stuff back and forth.
Definitely.
So, I love cars, man. But I think that's a good question. I like that one.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it right here on TDT Top Down Talks. Appreciate you so much, Joey, for pulling up.
For
me pulling up on you.
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I say this to you all the time, and like how proud I am of you, bro, for like the brand you've built in this city, you know, 'cause especially when we've been messing with you from day one, and like to see the elevation of you and like how hard you worked. And one thing I do love about you, bro, is that like you're not afraid to ask questions. You're not afraid to ask for advice. You call me all the time, bro.
Yes.
You call, I answer. And
Appreciate
I love that
it.
about
Thank
you,
you,
bro, is that you're always trying to grow. You're always trying to get better. You're not afraid to ask certain people questions. And I think that a lot of people, a lot of the time, man, when they get as big as people like me or you have, like they get egos and they feel like they don't need advice from somebody else. And they're always bigger than other people. Man, listen, I always say this. If you're the smartest person in the room, bro, you're in the wrong room.
Yeah.
Period. And as good as what we are, what we do, we can always be better. So who can we, you know, sponge off of? And that's why I've been blessed to have amazing mentors like Rick Keeber and Brooke Smith and Jonathan Blue and people that are way smarter than me, right? And way more successful than me. But I know that they're a lifeline for me that if I'm struggling with something or I've got questions or I need advice, they're going to answer when I call to give me that. And I love how you've always done that with me, bro, because, you know, I've always wanted to be there for you and give back.
Well, man, I thank you so much. I sit back and look from afar, and I just felt like if I don't know, I'm going to ask somebody. And thank you for always answering your phone when I do call, because I know you are busy. We got people showing love.
Hey, everybody knows the show now.
I know.
We had one episode, bro.
I know, right? This is gonna go up, man. I see the vision. Real quick on TDT, can you give us a quick drop? Like, let them know who you are right here on TDT, rocking with DJ Z-Nyce.
Yep, I got you.
3, 2, 1.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Wagner, J Wagner Group. I'm here with my boy, my brother, my good friend DJ Nyce on TDT.
Top Down Talks. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
My man.
Just like that. That was it.